wasn't a Kendrick versus Drake beef, and if it was just Drake getting disgruntled with the label and wanting to file a lawsuit, we would all be cheering him on. Drake's standing up to these gigantic corporations, and he's going to be the reason why we all now know what goes on behind the scenes.
For sure.
It's only with the Kendrick layer of it that people are able to paint it as this is anti-hip hop. All that. This is anti-gigantic corporations who are basically feeding the music fans bullshit.
Yeah, and because if we put it back to how it used to be, and the only niggas that'd be popping is the niggas that's actually popping and people really listening to them, and not bots and pushing them in their face and making it seem like they hot. The music industry probably be totally different right now. Yeah,
I mean, if this lawsuit really was Drake is suing Kendrick because Kendrick said mean things about him, then I think we would all have to unanimously agree that Drake should just get over it and not use the legal system.
What it is, though,
but
right?
that's not what it is. Yeah,
that's what I say. That's not what it is. I wouldn't agree with that at all.
Yeah,
but
big house in Toronto.
Yeah,
and I think around that time is when he got rid of it.
That's his real house. You know what I'm saying? So,
but he always been based out of Toronto and in LA. You know what I'm saying? So
but I ain't gonna lie, but he was transitioning way before the Kendrick shit though. Honestly though, like I can say that. Like it ain't like he just got up and left and just sold his houses on the. You know that would have been a big story. Like Drake sells this house and this house this week.
I mean, they was pushing that narrative. That's why.
Like no, that shit have been. You got to think he been in that Toronto house with his son for a minute now. Like he ain't really been stepping foot. You know, he used to be in Delilah and all that shit every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit kind of changed before then. But shit, I wouldn't want to be out here too. I'm beefing with a nigga on the national, worldwide, it's like that. Hell no, we up out of here. This day shit. Yeah. They killed Pop Smoke out here. He ain't from out. You feel me? Like, and he wasn't even into shit without her. So Drake, if I was Drake, I'd look at it like that too. Like, nah, hell, shit and all type of shit. Like you pop up and at rap shows and little events and all type of shit. It was just shit going on. It really just seemed like shit changed. This shit just got back on some gangster shit like the 90s.
and that's what everybody says about No Jumper is that No Jumper was this crazy, eccentric, weird hip hop underground platform, and then you just became a super gangster platform. But like, I mean, that's kind of like the story of LA also, and the story of rap music as a whole. Like people turned away from the 6ix9ines, or I mean, I guess that was like fake gangster shit or whatever, but people like stopped paying attention to a lot of that shit and started to really be more fascinated by street shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is one of the first gangster places ever, so like for real, Los Angeles, LA, Chicago, New York, there's like gangster places like back in the 80s and shit like that. So it's always shit repeat itself.
So you mentioned before like a 600 documentary.